What's up, guys? Ben here, and unfortunately, I have some pretty annoying news. They're bad, but they're not that bad, you know. I guess you could say first world, user issues, probably, so to speak. So there's two big problems. The second problem is the bigger one, so let's go with the smaller one. It's quite annoying, actually. So I recorded 13 music videos. They were all music videos from Japanese artists, J-rock, J-metal, even some J-pop. I even took a look at J-pop stuff, but unfortunately almost all of them got blocked by YouTube. And what that means is that I guess the record label or the owner or the record label that owns those music videos, they made it so that YouTube could block it from ever being uploaded. I don't know the actual term for it, but it was quite frustrating because I did those music videos multiple times. I even used multiple techniques. I did full muted. I muted the actual music video for the output for the video itself, but I could hear it in my headphones, and it still got blocked. So I said, okay, what if I lowered the volume to where you guys, the viewers on YouTube watching the video, could barely hear the music, but I lowered the opacity of the music video to like 30%, meaning like it's 30% visible, translucent. And I'm pretty sure you guys have seen reaction videos that do that. They lower the volume and they lower the opacity so you can barely see anything, and then it says they did this so that their videos don't get taken down or whatever. I tried doing that and it didn't work whatsoever. So I did some digging, and like 8 or 9 of the music videos are owned by Warner Brothers, or WMG, Warner Media Group. And Warner owns so many smaller record labels. I guess you can call them subsidiary music companies. So like Sony, like you got Sony Music of Japan, Sony Music Korea, Sony Music China, or whatever. Same Warner Brothers has the same thing. If Sony wants to block something, they'll block it. If Warner Brothers wants to block something, they'll block it. I tried every technique. By then, I did like 5 One OK Rock videos. Let's just use One OK Rock, one of my favorite bands of all time. And I rarely get to see music videos of them because, like I said, I've been listening to music. I'm just on music apps on my phone. It got to the point where I was like, okay, I already seen the music video and I reacted to it 5 times in a row, and no matter what, the upload just wouldn't go through. And it did that for 8 more music videos, guys. And it's very upsetting. I was so stressed out that I kind of like stopped. I went to sleep early because I had a headache from all of it, and then I woke up and I had a fever. And I had a fever for 2 days, off and on. And I was like, you know what, screw it. So I, when I was still feeling under the weather, I uploaded whatever I could. I uploaded 3 videos. They should be up on YouTube. One already should have premiered by now. I seen a whole bunch of comments on it for that music video I put up on, I think it was Monday. Love Bites. So many views. That's the fastest amount of views I've ever gotten in any video. So that made me feel better. There was some stupid comments, I don't know why people want to try and put words in my mouth and whatnot. And not just on the Love Bites video, but on a whole bunch of all the other K-pop videos. There's like there's this one person that's commented on every single video, basically copying, pasting the same shit over and over. I got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of seeing it. I'm just gonna delete it. So that made me feel a little bit better. But anyway, there, 9 reactions. I did multiple uploads, reshots, redos, and I think 6.5 hours of shooting these music videos that just YouTube would not accept to go public at all. I got it uploaded, it finished uploading. I did all the meta tagging, I added the description, everything. But then it was just a waste of time because when you upload something, you go through like 4 tabs, and the last tab, the 4th tab is, where you can like schedule, because I usually schedule my uploads beforehand. And I couldn't even do that because the 3rd tab is like the copyright part, right? And it just was so draining. So if I could just ask a favor, just one small favor for you guys. If a certain artist is owned, or their content is owned by a big company like Sony or Warner Brothers, and like you actually know, don't recommend me watching it, because for the love of me, I can't do it. I even did some K-pop stuff. If you guys know who GOT7 is, Jackson Wang, he's one of the members of that popular K-pop group, and I tried to do a couple of his music videos, his solo releases, and they were all blocked as well, and they were owned by WMG via whatever the smaller company is. It was just so aggravating, guys. Like, really, really aggravating. It gave me a headache, and then I ended up getting a fever. I don't know if... Anyway, the point is, I know it's not on you guys. But I really like discovering new music, especially music from Asia. Being half Filipino, I really like trend towards Asian culture. Being from Hawaii, more than half of Hawaii is, all mixed Asians. Anyway, and that's part of my life. That's the mixed Asian culture is part of my life. It's part of who I am. And I really wanted to do this YouTube channel, just kind of go on like a journey of like exploring music taste. There was this band that also got blocked. Jeez, I had my notepad somewhere. I kind of just like flew it out of frustration. It's probably in my closet over there. As you can see, this big pile over here, I was like pulling a whole bunch of cables and whatnot. We'll get into that second big issue that I had. And anyway, long story short, it was very stressful, so to speak, but I did feel better. I got a bunch of views and a bunch of likes and a bunch of subscribers. I think like the Love Bites video that came out a day ago netted me like 40 brand new subscribers. Like, holy crap, like you guys love Bites and Unlucky Morpheus. So I'm definitely gonna do that, but I'm not gonna sell out to those. I'm definitely gonna like rotate them into some of the stuff that I want to get to, what other people want me to check out. But yeah, that's one bad news, is that a lot of the stuff from Japan, you know, One OK Rock especially, people wanted me to check out Renegades. I heard the song Renegades from the Rurouni Kenshin movie. I downloaded it on Spotify, but I never seen the music video for it. I also know of We Are and Broken Heart of Gold, one of my favorite songs of all time. Broken Heart of Gold, excuse me, by One OK Rock. All three of those videos, all blocked. It was very, very stressful. So if you guys know, you know, that if there are other reactors, or if you guys that are content creators also doing the same thing, if there are bands that you guys want me to, like, just don't even bother checking out their stuff because you're gonna get blocked anyway, please also tell me the bands. Like, I'm not gonna even check out Western artists, okay? I'm not gonna even check out Avenged Sevenfold, Disturbed, you know, Saint Asonia, any Western heavy metal band, even metal bands from Europe. I'm not gonna even bother because I know they're gonna get struck down. How do I know? I did 3 videos for Motionless in White, one of my top 3 favorite bands that I listen to on a normal basis. All 3 got blocked. Anyway, enough about that. The second. So, during this time, it was storming. And I'm pretty sure you guys heard me talk about it a little bit on the Love Bites video. You guys are going to see it on the My First Story video, and you're going to see it on the video on Friday for Unlucky Morpheus, where I'm going to be saying, like, oh my goodness, the electricity went out, I had to redo this part, or I had to keep looking over my shoulder because there was, like, you know, a flash of lightning followed by the boom sound of thunder, and I was like, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? So I did a whole 6 hours of trying to re-upload everything, and what made me stop, it wasn't out of frustration or getting sick, because I even tried doing this the next day. I tried doing it, but my computer blew up. Let me show you guys. Okay, don't get on me for having a shaky camera, okay? I woke up, I had a cup of coffee, and then, like an idiot, I had an energy drink right after I drank a coffee, so my hands were like super shaking. So let's check it out. Okay, so I gutted my PC because I thought a fuse blew up in the house somewhere, but it was just a power supply, and there was smoke coming out of my PC. Right, so I have 2 PCs. I have an everyday PC, and I have my work PC, which is what you guys are looking at. So there's me trying to tell you guys there. By the way, there is audio for this. It's just that the phone was muted. So I was like, well, I'm gonna have to go on OBS and talk over the video because there's no sound coming through the video, because like an idiot, I muted myself. So there's the power supply. That blew. It kind of did like a sound, and then a little hiss, and there was black smoke coming out of it. And don't worry, that plug that you guys are looking at right now, it's unplugged. So yeah, there was black smoke coming from that, and I quickly, like, I unplugged it from the surge protector, and I unplugged as much cables as I possibly could. So what you guys are seeing there, I actually put together the computer a couple of times. That's why the wires are all messed up. I'm pretty anal when it comes to cable management with my computers. So, bro, that's my RTX 2070. I was kind of hoping that, okay, if there's one thing in this computer, it's the video card that cannot be broken. I'm pointing to the USB on my case because there was smoke coming out of the USB port as well. Yes, smoke coming out of the USB port as well, and the power supply. So that's what I'm showing on there. And basically, as you're gonna see in a quick moment, I'm actually gonna show you this second computer that I have. I'm basically saying that I went through everything in this PC case. I took stuff out one by one. I troubleshooted it. And the only thing, so that's my Ryzen 2700. I was pointing to the CPU. And then that's the other PC, like the old PC. So that's a Ryzen 2400G, 16 gigs of RAM, and an old GTX 690, NVIDIA GTX 690. I don't game on that anymore. It's basically housing, as you can see, the cable management is all over the place. It's because I ripped out that system, and I ripped out my work computer, and I tried to see which components worked. So the 32 gigs of RAM, the two black sticks that you guys see, works. So my RAM is fine. However, my CPU and my graphics card, the one thing that I didn't want to be broken, the graphics card is dead. The motherboard is dead. The CPU is dead. And only the RAM sticks, right there, I'm saying only the RAM sticks work. So I was actually planning on upgrading my PC anyway, but just keeping the RAM and the video card. And right there, I'm saying, so the CPU is dead and all that. And then I know you guys are tech heads. Tech heads are going to be like, well, how do you know? It's like, well, both BIOSes from my B450 motherboards are able to slot in Ryzen 5000 CPUs. Because I was going to get a 5600X for the PC that's working now, the one with the RGB. And then I was going to get a 5800X 3D for that computer right there. So I was going to upgrade both of my Ryzen CPUs to a 5000 series CPU. And how did I know that the motherboard died? Well, I took the Ryzen 2400G APU. I put it in that motherboard, it didn't work. I put it back into the computer it was originally in, and it worked. And by the way, let me rewind. So this, I'm gonna freeze frame. This CPU here has an APU, the 2400G. It doesn't need that GTX 960 video card. It really doesn't. It can run, this computer can run without a video card. I just added the 960 in there so that I can actually record this vlog, because this freaking thing doesn't work. The one component from this computer, my 2070, the video card, is toasted, and only the RAM and the SSDs, the CPU, the motherboard, and the graphics card died. Everything else works. So I took the CPU from that computer, I put it into the other one, it didn't work. I put it back into this one and it worked. So that's how I knew that the motherboard from this computer was gone. And here is the massive paperweight. This is the RTX 2070. This is actually a year old, guys. 1 year old. Brand new. 1 year old. And it is now a glorified paperweight. It doesn't work. So yeah. If you feel like pitching in $1 or $2, I did leave my Stream Elements link to my PayPal. That's off of Twitch. I just pasted it here in the description. Chip in here $1 or $2. It's gonna, you know, hopefully I'm gonna just get a cheap motherboard, you know, $100 motherboard, B550, and then get a 5600X, and then just try to get it up and running. I'll worry about getting a graphics card next year, or maybe Christmas if I'm lucky. But until then, I'm gonna be using the crappy computer for now, hence the lower quality of this, because I cannot use my 1440p and 4K monitor. I can only use the 1080p monitor on that computer that's running right now. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stream games from my Steam library. I mean, I probably could still play. I can, you know, my Steam library is plug and play. I can pull out the SSD from the broken computer and put it into this one, but I'm not gonna be able to game and stream at the same time. Trust me, I tried. So anyway, yeah, it's a bummer. So what does that mean? Well, from here on in, until I get a working computer, a more up-to-date computer, I guess, expect the quality of my reaction videos to drop. I think I'm gonna try some 1080p, and if it just takes too long, because the 960, it takes too long to render video, and when I do Photoshop, it kind of glitches. There's like these color sprites on Photoshop, and it's so annoying. I don't know how to get rid of it, and the APU is just not up to snuff. So if sometime by next week you guys see like, oh, all of my videos is in 720p, that's why. It's because I'm using a junk computer. But yeah, so anyway, sorry to rag on. I just needed to make this video because, you know, for one, you guys are going to see a drop in quality, picture quality, for, I don't know, the next couple of months, I guess. And I wanted you guys to know some of the headaches that I've been going through trying to get some of these videos up, because this week was supposed to be Japan week, you know, and unfortunately I can only give you guys 3 out of the 13 videos, and it's upsetting. So hopefully you guys who've seen all of my videos can kind of understand where I'm coming from. But anyway, this is too long. It's been like 25 minutes almost, so I'm gonna cut it right here. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you guys would like to help chip in little by little, either subscribe to my Patreon or drop $1 in my PayPal. Link is in the description. And so anyway, in about 11 hours from now, you guys are gonna see my first story, Japanese rock band reaction go up, And then on Friday, at around the same time, you guys are going to get Unlucky Morpheus Cadaver on Friday. So um I didn't even bother doing the Red Velvet comeback for Sogi. Sogi, a member of the K-pop group Red Velvet. I watched her music video. I didn't even bother reacting to it because it was just so demoralizing, so to speak. I just wanted to feel better, just kind of relax. Anyway, um, my whole body is aching because of the fever, so I'm gonna go lie down and see how long this gets up to YouTube. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna take longer than an hour because 30-minute videos from the computer that broke would be up on YouTube in half an hour. I think this is gonna take at least 90 minutes, so thank you so much. And unfortunately, because I had to re-download OBS on this computer, I don't have Patreon shoutout page anymore. I have to go and create one later. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.